Hi, Taurus. Well, this is the reading that found you today. These are the cards that flipped out for you. Taurus, I see this fork in the road, and I feel like it was brought on this journey that you're about to go on, this place you are looking out into. I feel this energy was brought on by too many people with too many hands in your money bags. I feel like people at work even tried to take a cookie out of your little cookie jar, and family members tried to manipulate resources away from you in one way or another. Sometimes they wanted you to do a trip. Oh, you have to come out here to see so and so. Oh, so and so's having this event. You have to be there. And of course, you would have to fund the trip. You would have to pay for everything. I'm also getting that some of them even tried to, maybe family or friends, tried to manipulate money out of your bank, or like they almost like they guilt tripped you. And my speech was sort of fumbling there, so you may have had to deal with someone who was stuttering or had a bad way with words, trying to explain why they needed this money and how you're in this position of financial stability. Sometimes I think you weren't. I think you were actually struggling yourself, but you have a big heart and you want to see everyone around you provided for. So you gave and you gave even when there was hardly anything left. And you're putting a stop to that. And it's a very necessary stop, but it's also a stop that is dealt with emotional stability. We're looking at the Two of Wands here. There's this passionate energy that's coming through. You embracing your childlike wonder, the things that you wanted to do, the things that you were hindered from in dealing with everybody and their needs and their wants, and people cutting in front of line. That's another thing too, with Cancer and Gemini cut in front of you in your sequence today. And it's not like me to forget a sequence when I'm doing readings, but Cancer and Gemini had to have their had to have their ordeals known, and they had to have their readings done. And it was almost like the energy of cutting in front of you in line, that little cheating energy that you are not having anymore. And with this child, I'm seeing that you're understanding the immaturity of everyone around you right now. And also it's almost like this duality again with the wands. On one side, you're understanding that there's this childlike wonder within yourself that you want to go out and explore. And at the same time, you're dealing with the childishness of other people that are stopping you from that. So I am getting this cutting in front of line energy, people taking what's rightfully yours, and you're not having it. You're not having it, Taurus. So the two cards that flipped out for you from the Crow deck are the Emperor and the Five of Pentacles, which are two very different cards, but it makes sense. It really makes sense because you look at the Emperor. Here you are in your position of power. Here you are in your stability, emotional stability. You've got your ducks in a row, even if you don't have a lot. And I do see that there's not a whole lot flowering here. It's almost like a cold energy here where you have given all of your flora and fauna to everyone else. And everyone else is having a piece of the pie here. Everyone else is, oh, let's take this and take that, until you realize you're not leaving a whole lot for yourself except this status. You don't have a whole lot left over for you after giving to everyone else. And so I see while everything's flourishing for them, that's not their money. That's not their resources. It's yours. This belonged to you. And I feel like you're reclaiming that. You're reclaiming this sense of stability and your resources. You're taking it all back. There's things that you wanted to do, Taurus, and you've put these things on hold to accommodate other people. And it's time to put an end to that. And I think you're realizing that it's time to put an end to that. Here's this dreamy, beautiful, colorful energy. Flowers are blooming. You know that this is what you deserve. You deserve to walk through this life with awe and beauty, and to look at the splendor of it, and to imagine and daydream and take those trips and go off onto those worlds, that you haven't, that uncharted territory, these journeys that you have yet to take. You're ready for it. Now, the tying energy between the Emperor, go figure, and the Five of Pentacles is this Five of Swords. This is that energy we're talking about. People taking the hand in your cookie jar, in your pocketbook, reaching out for your wallet. That manipulative energy of, oh, well, I have this thing coming up and I could really use an extra buck. And they've already asked a few other people and taken from a few other people. They're not struggling. Some of these people that are asking you for money and asking you for your time and energy, they're not really in your corner. They're not really considering your well-being. They are only thinking of themselves. They have already requested this from other people. I'm getting, for some of you, this is even kind of a sociopathic energy, like they don't have any empathy for others. There's somebody in particular who's been taking from you. And although this isn't going to resonate for all of you, for some of you, it is a child. It's a grown child who won't get their ish together. For some of you, it is someone who is in your age range. So not necessarily a child, but a family member who is almost being enabled because they haven't been taught the maturity that you have. And some of that maturity you've taught yourself, Taurus. And they look at, I'm looking at this person looking over at this bird here like, oh yeah, look, they got that sword right there. Let me see if I got room to hold one more sword. This person's out getting everybody's swords. So I feel like there is one main energy that you may be able to relate to in this that is doing no good, is up to no good. Now, even though the devil did not come out here, I am going to relay the energy that I'm getting. Someone is having financial trouble and is dragging everyone else down. And it's not just you. Now, Taurus, this Emperor energy seems to be stronger than the other energy. So I think you're standing strong in your status, in your power, on your throne. And I do believe you are acknowledging this energy right now. And you're almost looking away from it. Like, I don't even want to be a part of it. I don't want to deal with that. I have other things I want to do. I've already given y'all some money. I've already given you some resources. I've even let you take things from me. I've got my eyes on the prize somewhere. And again, when we look at this card, looking out, the Two of Wands, that opportunity, looking out into an opposite direction. Now, what's interesting too is here are all these birds eating from the fruits of your labor, and they want to see, if you look here, what's Taurus looking at? You see something else? Hey, we want that too. We want that too. Oh, what's he looking at? What's Taurus looking at? Oh, I want some too. So you're going to have this energy of people. I get followers. People are trying to follow you and people are trying to be like you. I also get that some people are trying to copy you, Taurus. And you may have noticed that in your energy, in your mannerisms, in your speech, and your decisions. People trying to copy you, trying to imitate you. And, they say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, but you are no longer flattered. I think you're fed up. I think you're fed up and you're removing your energy from these people, or you're planning on a way to remove your energy from these people because you have beautiful things you're looking out for. Now, some of you are looking to take a trip. And this was something I'm getting very strongly. You're looking to go somewhere, but you have family pulling you in the opposite direction, saying, no, you have to use your resources on us. You have to put family first. Taurus, no, you don't. No, you don't. And I'm not saying that don't love your friend. No, absolutely. But I feel like in your personal situation, I couldn't get that out there. I feel in your particular situation there, that you've already given so much that you haven't been able to do much for yourself. You're left on this throne with no flowers. There's nothing but you and your throne in this barren landscape because you have given everything to everyone else. No, it is time for you to reclaim your own journey. And there is still time. That is something that Spirit is bringing through very clearly now. There is still time. There is still time for you to enjoy this life. There is still time to focus on you. It's okay to focus on you. You already had Gemini and Cancer cut in front of you in line. I have to laugh about that a little bit. You already had Gemini and Cancer cutting in front of you. You already had that energy of people cheating you, of manipulating you and guilt tripping you, and you are turning away from it and you're focusing on yourself finally. All right, my loves, I hope this helps. Until next time, over and out.